Australia, a land of vast deserts, rugged mountains, and fertile plains, has long presented unique challenges to its inhabitants. European settlers arriving on this ancient continent sought to tame the land and establish agriculture in its untamed expanse. However, they soon encountered a formidable obstacle: the dingo, a wild dog with a cunning nature and a voracious appetite for sheep. The dingo, a top predator, roamed freely across most of the continent, posing a constant threat to the burgeoning sheep industry. In response to the dingo's depredations, a monumental undertaking was conceived: the construction of a fence, a barrier unlike any other, stretching for thousands of kilometers across the Australian landscape. This fence, known as the Dingo Fence, would become an iconic symbol of Australia's struggle to balance human endeavour with the forces of nature. It stands as a testament to human ingenuity, but also serves as a stark reminder of our capacity to reshape the environment, often with unintended consequences. The Dingo Fence, an enduring legacy of Australia's colonial past, continues to spark debate about its effectiveness, its impact on the environment, and its place in the nation's identity. As we delve into the history and implications of this colossal structure, we gain a deeper understanding of the complex relationship between humans and the natural world. The story of the Dingo Fence is not just about a physical barrier, but about the choices we make in our interactions with the environment and the enduring consequences of those choices. The introduction of sheep to Australia in the late 18th century brought about a significant change in the landscape and the ecology of the continent. Sheep, a valuable source of wool and meat, thrived in Australia's climate, but their presence also attracted unwanted attention from the native dingo. Dingoes, opportunistic predators, quickly learned to exploit this new and abundant food source, much to the dismay of sheep farmers. As sheep farming expanded across Australia, so too did the conflict between dingoes and humans. Dingo attacks on sheep became a serious economic problem, leading to significant financial losses for farmers. The dingo, once a vital part of the Australian ecosystem, was now seen as a pest, an obstacle to progress and prosperity. The need for a solution, a way to protect livestock from dingo predation, became increasingly urgent. Various methods were employed to control dingo numbers, including hunting, trapping, and poisoning. However, these proved largely ineffective in halting the dingo's impact on sheep farming. The dingo, highly adaptable and intelligent, proved to be a formidable adversary. A more radical solution was needed, one that could provide a physical barrier between dingoes and their prey. The idea of building a fence to keep dingoes out of sheep grazing areas was first proposed in the late 19th century. Initial attempts were modest in scale, consisting of short stretches of fencing designed to protect specific properties. However, as the dingo problem persisted, the vision of a much larger, more ambitious barrier began to take shape. Construction of the Dingo Fence, originally known as the Dog Fence, commenced in the 1880s. The fence was built in stages, with different sections constructed over several decades. Laborers, often working in harsh and remote conditions, used rudimentary tools and materials to erect the fence. The fence's construction was a testament to their hard work and determination. The Dingo Fence, in its entirety, stretches over 5,600 kilometers, making it one of the longest structures ever built. It traverses vast distances, crossing deserts, plains, and mountains, a testament to human ambition and engineering. The fence varies in height and materials, but typically consists of wire mesh attached to wooden posts. Regular maintenance is required to keep the fence in good condition and prevent dingoes from breaching the barrier. The Dingo Fence, while intended to protect sheep, has had far-reaching ecological consequences, some intended and others unforeseen. The fence has effectively created two distinct ecological zones, one where dingoes are present and one where they are largely absent. This division has had a profound impact on the distribution and abundance of various species. On the side of the fence where dingoes are present, their role as an apex predator has been maintained. Dingoes help to regulate populations of herbivores such as kangaroos and rabbits, preventing overgrazing and maintaining ecosystem balance. Their presence also influences the behavior of other predators, such as feral cats and foxes. However, on the side of the fence where dingoes have been largely eradicated, a different ecological dynamic has emerged. Without dingoes to keep their numbers in check, populations of some herbivores have exploded, leading to increased grazing pressure on vegetation. This, in turn, can lead to soil erosion and habitat degradation. Section 5. A barrier to balance. Disrupting the natural order. The dingo fence, by artificially dividing ecosystems, has disrupted the natural balance that existed for millennia. This fence acts as a barrier to movement, not just for dingoes, but for other animals as well. This can have negative consequences for species that rely on migration or dispersal for breeding, feeding, or escaping unfavorable conditions. The fence's impact on native fauna is a subject of ongoing research and debate. Some studies suggest that the fence has contributed to the decline of certain species, particularly those that rely on dingoes for prey or for regulating populations of competitors. For example, the bilby, a small marsupial, has suffered from increased predation by feral cats and foxes in areas where dingoes are absent. The fence has also been implicated in the spread of invasive species. Rabbits, a major pest in Australia, have thrived in areas where dingoes are absent, leading to widespread environmental damage. The fence, while intended to protect sheep, has inadvertently created conditions that favor certain pest species. Section 6. The dingo's decline and the rise of other predators. The dingo fence has been successful in reducing dingo numbers in southern Australia, but it has not eradicated them entirely. Dingoes are still found in some areas south of the fence, and they are capable of breaching the fence in certain locations. However, their overall population has declined significantly in areas where the fence is present. The decline of the dingo has had cascading effects on the ecosystem. As dingo numbers have decreased, populations of other predators such as feral cats and foxes have increased. These introduced predators are often more efficient at hunting native prey than dingoes, and they lack the dingo's ecological role in regulating prey populations. The rise of feral cats and foxes has been linked to the decline of numerous native species, including small mammals, birds, and reptiles. These predators pose a significant threat to Australia's biodiversity, and their impact has been exacerbated by the dingo fence. Beyond the fence agricultural success and challenges, the dingo fence was built to protect sheep, and in this regard, it has been largely successful. Sheep farming is a major industry in Australia, and the fence has undoubtedly played a role in its success. The fence has reduced losses from dingo predation, allowing sheep farmers to operate more profitably. However, the fence has not come without its costs. The construction and maintenance of the fence are ongoing expenses, and there are also economic costs associated with the fence's ecological impacts. For example, the increase in kangaroo populations in some areas has led to increased grazing competition with sheep and damage to crops. Furthermore, the dingo fence has created divisions within Australian society. Some people, particularly those involved in agriculture, view the fence as a necessary tool for protecting livelihoods. Others, however, see it as a symbol of human interference in nature and a barrier to ecological restoration. A country divided, differing perspectives on the fence. The dingo fence has been a subject of controversy since its inception. Its construction has divided communities and sparked debate about the role of humans in managing the natural world. The fence has become a lightning rod for discussions about land management, animal welfare, and the rights of Indigenous Australians. For some, the dingo fence represents a necessary evil, a pragmatic solution to a complex problem. They argue that the fence is essential for protecting livestock and livelihoods, and that its removal would have devastating consequences for the agricultural industry. They point to the economic benefits of sheep farming and the importance of the industry to rural communities. Others, however, view the dingo fence as a symbol of human arrogance and are misguided attempts to control nature. They argue that the fence has had far-reaching and often negative ecological consequences, and that its continued existence is a testament to our unwillingness to learn from past mistakes. They advocate for the removal of the fence and the restoration of natural ecological processes. The future of the fence. Maintaining a contentious legacy. The future of the dingo fence is uncertain. Climate change, land use changes, and evolving attitudes towards wildlife management are all factors that will influence the fence's fate. As Australia grapples with the challenges of a changing world, the dingo fence stands as a potent symbol of the difficult choices that lie ahead. Some argue that the fence is no longer fit for purpose and should be dismantled. They point to the fence's ecological costs and the potential benefits of restoring connectivity to fragmented ecosystems. They advocate for alternative approaches to dingo management, such as guardian animals, fencing individual properties, and promoting coexistence between dingoes and livestock. Others maintain that the fence remains a vital tool for protecting agriculture and managing the environment. They argue that the fence's removal would have unintended consequences, such as increased dingo predation on livestock and the spread of invasive species. They support ongoing maintenance and even the expansion of the fence to address emerging threats. A testament to human ingenuity and its unintended consequences. The dingo fence, a monument to human ingenuity and our determination to reshape the natural world, stands as a stark reminder of the complexities of ecological management. It is a testament to our capacity for both innovation and unintended consequences. As we confront the environmental challenges of the 21st century, the lessons learned from the dingo fence serve as a cautionary tale, urging us to proceed with greater awareness and a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things. The fence has undoubtedly had a significant impact on the Australian landscape, altering ecological balances and shaping the distribution of species. It has also divided communities, sparking debate about the role of humans in managing the environment and the ethics of manipulating natural systems. The dingo fence, a physical manifestation of our complex relationship with nature, continues to challenge our assumptions and force us to confront the consequences of our actions. As we move forward, it is imperative that we learn from the past and strive for a more sustainable and harmonious relationship with the natural world. The dingo fence, a potent symbol of our capacity for both good and ill, serves as a constant reminder of the need for careful consideration, adaptive management, and a deep respect for the delicate balance of nature.